Good morning. Good morning. Fired Up Live on a Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday in Jersey for now. So welcome. I hope you're all doing well this fine morning. I hope you're fired up as the year is moving quick. January coming to a close in the next week or so.
Oh boy, that's kind of wild.
It is. It's crazy.
12 days.
It's wild. Things are moving. So we're fired up about a lot of things. Of course, there's always something to talk about. There's always things to get down with, and
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
And yeah, so obviously FedCon. I mean, listen, we are. It's crunch time here in Fed quarters. We are crunching it and figuring out all kinds of interesting things that we could do to get you there. I mean, we want you there. We need you there. This is a community effort, and this is the ground floor. So go to fedcon.com. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Any questions, let us know. We're definitely going to have some interesting, cool giveaways coming. So stay tuned for that. Yeah.
What are you looking at me for? You always look at me.
I told you, I'm playing off you.
So like Quentin said yesterday, he said, don't pay any attention to the man behind the curtain. I'm the woman behind the curtain.
Oh, well, this is Oz.
Yes.
Welcome to Oz. So, yeah, so a lot of things to talk about. I'm heading out to beautiful Long Island a little bit later this afternoon. Got a meeting out there. And got to handle some business. And then we got a nice company meeting tomorrow out there. Got to get the troops fired up. Got to get them motivated. Got to get them excited. Got to get them working towards the same vision and goal. Same thing we're doing here at Malachy. Though one company, they're still kind of separate entities as far as markets go. So, we have to keep these guys and gals excited as much as possible and keep creating that culture that we want to build of care. And it's not easy, but there's a lot of things that we're trying to put in place, right? We were talking about operational stuff yesterday. There's another big thing going on here, and that's inventory, and I'm super fired up to get that going at some point this year. It's going to happen. Again, patience is going to have to come into play. That's been the black hole here, Lisa.
Patience?
No, inventory.
Yeah. I was gonna say patience.
Yeah. I probably do need more patience, but I feel like I'm pretty patient. And inventory. I mean, it's and I had actually Aaron Sprinkle from Well Built, commented on one of my posts this morning where I was giving a shout out actually to Well Built because they are a manufacturer that gets it right. They get it right. They understand the importance of their service network. They understand service is king at the end of the day. You could sell as much equipment in the field as you want. If you don't have the proper service support to respond and get there and get it done, guaranteed you aren't selling the next unit. Remember that. There's bigger things at play than the labor rate. And the labor rate should reflect the service that you get. We're not working on discounts anymore. We're just not. We can't. Just like you can't. We're not fired up about that right now, though. We're fired up about the inventory part, which was back to what Aaron was saying. He saw the HHR. We have a Chevy HHR here that we wrapped, and we have it along the side that says the OEM parts delivery mobile. That has over time throughout the last couple of years been an assistant to us of getting parts delivered to technicians for the same day to get these first visit fixes.
I'm curious, what's the history of that HHR? Like, how did you end up with that car?
So, okay, that's a good question. So back in 2006, I want to say, or 2005. That's how old that is, by the way.
Yeah, that's an old car.
That's from like 06. It only has like 175,000 miles on it, I think, though.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So there's still plenty of life left in that baby. So Daubers down in Virginia, back at the time, Dauber Service, who rest in peace to the great Chuck Ewan, the owner of Daubers, and shout out to John Sappo wherever you are. If anyone knows where John Sappo is, can you please let me know? I don't have his number. I don't have his email. I love that man. I don't know how to get in touch with him. I just want to see if he's doing okay. So anyone who has John Sappo's number, please, or email, send it to me. But that is where the HHR came about, because my father was talking with Chuck, and he was like, yeah, we're putting HHRs on the road. It's better on gas. You know,
Okay.
we're not going to be hauling around all these parts anymore. There was that discussion back then too. We just put go boxes in there and that's it.
Okay.
My father was like, that's a good idea. So I was going down to Virginia Beach, as my buddy Damon had just moved down there, and I would go down there in the summers, and he was like, listen, Rich, I found an HHR in Virginia for a really good price.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you this. Go down there, purchase it for me, and drive it back up. So I ended up flying down there and then driving the HHR back up.
Really?
And that's the story of where the HHR came from. And we ended up trying it out with the technicians. The technicians here, maybe it works in some cases. Putting a senior tech in that though, which we had at that time, we had like 6 techs, and they were all really senior guys.
Okay.
It's hard to put a senior tech in a small HHR like that because of the amount of tools they have and just the supplies, everything that they need to do their job is not sufficient. There's not enough
Gotcha.
space. But truth be told, we have a trainee that just came off the road, off the training van yesterday, and he's going in the HHR right now.
Oh, cool.
So good luck to our man Devin out there. He's gonna be doing some simple tests. We got PMs that we got to do. He's gonna be rocking. We have we do a lot of schools, so there's a lot of different situations where he's going to work on common ovens, common basic fryers, the millivolts, and just simpler things that need to get done. And it's going to be a great way for him to learn. But the HHR is great for him because we're going to put we literally pulled minimal inventory for him. We pulled the common thermocouples, thermopiles, gas valves, some TS11 heads, some BASO valves, some common rocker switches, high temp wires. So, all the common things, some nuts and ferrules, all these common things on the van. And he got his tools. And excuse me. And that's how we're going to. It's this coffee, by the way. Thanks, XOI team. Rocking my my thing here. But yeah, so he's gonna be in that for a little bit, and then we'll get that back and get him on. Chances are he would end up in for guys like that, we're putting them in the Ford Transit Connects, the smaller vans. So at some point he would get in something like that along those lines.
Can I just bring up something real quick?
Please.
I mentioned it to you when you were looking for a van that I am working on Dylan Taylor's Through Their Eyes. Obviously, it's just taken me a while with all this FedCon stuff.
Yeah.
However, he uses a pickup. Like he's in Texas, so all of his tools and everything is in the back of his pickup.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a really awesome and unique way because he literally has power tools that he's customizing pieces in there and making them fit or whatever. It's really interesting. So I can't wait to put that out, put that Through Their Eyes out. However, have you ever considered using pickups?
No, but I know I didn't really see Dylan's. I think I might have briefly saw it in some of the footage that I saw, like briefly, but I can't recall. Was it like pull out drawers in the back and everything?
Something like that. Yeah.
Did he have like saddles, side saddle stuff?
No, it was all under like a.
Yeah, I'm not opposed. I'm never opposed to anything new. I just would have to, we'd have to look at it, talk to Dylan, right? A guy like Dylan that's using it, and maybe it's something that we could always try. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try things. I mean, you don't know until you try. But yeah, it would be something to look at. Why not? Anything that it's all about making us more efficient. Yeah. Especially in today's day and age where, and back to what Aaron was saying, we're talking about these delivery. He said customers are really rating us at this point in hours and minutes and not days anymore. So we need, if you don't get there and get it done the same day, like, it's just like, not that we suck, but in their head, they're like, man, I can't get anything done. Because, when you're in business, and I'm sitting here too, I want to get things done. I don't want to sit there and twiddle my thumbs. No, I want to get stuff done. I want to get on to the next thing. We want to like same thing with you. You want to tackle things and get on to the next thing.
Yep.
You don't want to sit here and think about, you're waiting for this one to get back to you and waiting for that one to get back to you. Like, no, we just need to know. We need to know now so we can do this and move. So that is, a big part of what we're going to be designing here as far as inventory goes. So talking about the inventory again, we have a lot of parts on a lot of vans that I would say are probably not significant at this point. And talking with one of our senior guys yesterday, I said, I'm going to start bringing you guys in one by one. I want to just gut the van, and normally we would gut it and then, we're going to count this one. I'm doing something a little different right now. Again, from the talk yesterday with operational, I'm not looking to go overboard and do too many different things, because we're going to be bringing some new operational stuff here, and we have someone new coming in, and I just want to kind of get it so it's kind of as clean and cut as possible, so we can work from that angle instead of having all these parts on a van that we know we don't need. I want to start getting those out of the vans, back onto the shelf, return whatever I can return. And if stuff looks like trash at this point, I hate to say it, but I'm going to junk it. I'm not going to hold on to it. So talking with him, he's like, Rich, 70% of the stuff on this van, I probably will never, ever use again. There's so much new equipment. He's like, Rich, I swear to you, everything is special order at this point. I can't even begin to tell you. And this is a guy that tracks everything he does. This is the top of the top, right? So he knows what he needs. He knows what he's using. And, and listen, we have reports. And I was telling him, listen, I'm printing reports out. Beginning of the year, I was going through, different manufacturers. Cleveland, for instance. We do a lot of Cleveland service here, for sure. A lot of Cleveland steamers and kettles and all that, or whatever. But we're looking at these reports, and there's the 218 solenoids. I mean, we used to sell so many of these. We sold 6 in total last year, and I used to have 2 on every van.
Oh wow!
Now
That's a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, now we're at 16 guys. We're going to be adding 17, 18. We got things in the works here, right? I can't put 2 solenoid valves on these vans anymore. We're not selling them. We have to sit down and kind of really revise how we are handling our service calls, our first visit fixes, and really going to revolve around the inventory. I think at this moment in time, we're really just going to sit back and look at the key accounts. And I might have mentioned this before in some respect, but we really need to focus on the key accounts. What are those key accounts? They might be, obviously they're going to be national chain accounts that we work with. Those are definitely key accounts. We know the equipment that's in there. We're going to drill it down to that. And a lot of the other stuff, we're going to look to maybe possibly add a body here to help with parts delivery for same day stuff, and have more go box stuff that's just like sitting on the shelf, because we're really gutting the warehouse. I mean, it's been gutted. We're going to gut it again. We're going to get this down to a science where there's a few racks of the stuff that we know we need. And listen, the landscape and the market has changed. The industry has changed. Parts are much more readily available in a lot of places. Plus, you have your local supply houses for a lot of things. There's a lot of different things that we're going to look to attack to get those first visit fixes. We really want to get first visit fixes or same day fix if we can get a part there. I mean, we're putting parts in Uber at this point.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we'll just whatever it is. We charge the customer same day delivery fee for the Uber.
Have you tried Postmates?
No.
And because this is New York that you're talking about?
No, we did it in Jersey.
Gotcha.
I haven't done it in New York yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so we're really going to dial it back, and we're going to focus on the stuff that we know we need. And, that's where we're going to take it. So listen, if anybody has any comments or questions or anything, please feel free to jump in now. Even if you're watching on the replay, I appreciate you being here. Jump in the comments. We can still see it. We can still interact. But that's something that we're super fired up about here. It's inventory has just been really, really tough. We just never got it right. It was poor execution, and it's my fault. And I didn't get that one right, but that's okay. Can't cry about what we didn't do yesterday. We are focused on what's ahead. So, yeah, we're gonna keep printing these reports. Like I said, Cleveland, we printing rationale parts. We've seen a lot of the rationale stuff. And you think you're selling a lot of stuff of a certain part, and then you look at the report and you're like, oh, we really didn't sell that many of these. So we got to figure out what to get on the van. If it's onesie twosies, I can't put it on 16 vans. So we got to drill it down. Like I said, it's going to have to really come down to chains, and the major accounts like the hospitals. A lot of healthcare facilities that we do, a lot of hospitals. We have to drill down the equipment. We got to get these lists, and we have a lot of PMs that are about to hit for a lot of hospitals here in New Jersey. And we're growing leaps and bounds, and kudos to Lori out there for really killing it. She's really, really killing it. And So there's a lot of things to be fired up and excited about here in 2022 at Malachy's Parts and Service and Service Masters headquarters. Anybody got anything for me today?
Well, nothing. Taz says, "What's up?" 10 hours of meetings, and Mike Reed says, "Good morning."
All right. Enjoy your meetings and good morning.
Got people watching, just busy. They're probably on Zoom calls and tuned into the live.
They could be. That would be great. And I would like to say, also fired up about MOFSI. So we're leaving on Sunday, and we were talking about getting more content for me this year. I really want to start putting out more minute and a half type stuff like that. That short form video that is so important. I think much more important than the long form videos, unless you're on YouTube, I would say. So we had some edited video. I put one up yesterday, and that was kind of showing that was from FedCon 2020.
Yes.
So that particular keynote, whatever you want to call it, presentation, was really all about me and my why, and then you and yours, right? So when I get down to MOFSI, that's kind of what we're going to be talking about. I was talking with Allison Cody with MOFSI, and she said that she said something that really made grateful to hear. She said, your presentation on that kind of changed the way I looked at social media. She told me that at Cefesa conference.
Oh, wow.
And she said she would love to see that at MOFSI, because she wants other people to understand what social media really is about. I think so. There's a big misperception out there of what social media is, because it's Facebook, and there was a lot of mundane things and brainless, thoughtless stuff going on. Like we're watching, like I post food all the time. Like that's just on my personal Facebook feed, and I only do that because I started during the pandemic, and it just became kind of funny to me to keep doing it. And I used to laugh at people like, why are these people sharing their friggin' meal with me?
Well, I'm always asking myself, why are you sharing pieces of toast or cereal?
Yeah. It's funny to me to do that. I get a kick out of it myself, and other people do too. People are commenting. I think I get more interaction on those stupid food posts than anything else in my life.
Bob Alvin with his onion posts.
Bob hates onions. So, but there's so much more to it than that, than the mindless scrolling and all the stuff like that. There's a science behind it all. There's people are making livings today online through their social media efforts that they're doing on various channels, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it might be. And, you have to figure out that presentation was kind of me telling you why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then we started to talk a little bit about you and why would you want to do it? You have to figure out your own whys. There's, different reasons behind. I mean, listen, we're trying to build a business here. I mean, this is not just, for brand awareness and marketing and stuff like that. There's a business. There's a real business behind all this. Not just for Malachy and Service Masters, because that's kind of when I initially started the media thing. I really wanted to build those businesses. I wanted to attract new talent. I wanted to build this thing, like make it a monster. But it evolved into even more, where we're doing these fired up lives. We want to get more. We want to get sponsors for these things. We want to build a business. We want to, continue to grow our audience and get more eyes and bring awareness to the trades and help others find talent and help others help build up the industry. Because collectively we could do some really big things together. But we all got to be here and we all got to be sharing. And I knew that if I didn't start doing this and get other people excited, there's going to be no audience. I mean, this is 4 years almost basically in the making. To get here. I mean, there's a long way to go. So, I'm very grateful for the people that are here and that are sticking through and watching and chiming in and commenting and giving their time. That's, time is giving someone giving their time to you on posts and videos and different things you're doing. They don't have to do that. We are all busy. So for someone to take the time out and do that shows commitment to the commitment on both ends. If you're committed to your media efforts, other people are going to commit with you. They're going to want to be there for the journey. They're going to want to chime in. They're going to want to be part of it. So when we get down to MOFSI, I really want people to understand when we deliver this talk, that there's so much more to this media than meets the eye. It's about the connections you're going to make. It's about the business. And it's about the growth. You want to grow as a person, get behind the camera, see what happens. It might be magic and you don't even know it. I spoke to Jason Wayne at the last MOPSI conference. Look where Jason is now. He took the leap. He started a group, becoming something probably much different and bigger than he even imagined. Same thing for me here. It's not where I imagined I'd be, but here we are putting on a freaking conference again. Why am I doing this?
Why are you doing it?
I don't know. It's brutally nerve-wracking and stressful, but at the same time, I love it all. And like I said, talking about it yesterday, I love seeing these things come together, and it will come together. But that is going to be super important. So if you're down at MOPSI, please join me on Tuesday. I don't even know the schedule right now, but you can go to MOPSI22.org and check out the conference agenda, I think, there. So just a lot of things going on, and super grateful for it all. Anything happening, Lise?
Yes, we got 2 comments here. Eric Patinod says, keep up the grind, man. You are a beacon on the journey. I really appreciate your content. I know a lot of people who do as well.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you very much.
And Mike Reed was chiming in on the previous topic. He says, stocking parts is based on main account needs. Way different from years past on truck stock.
Agreed. That's where we're headed. I agree, brother. That's it.
That's it. And I put up a banner.
Son of a.
To visit us at our MOPSI booth for 10% off the FedCon ticket.
That's right. Come by and do so, please. We want to talk. Maybe you're on the fence. Of like, I don't know if I should come. I don't know this is for me. And maybe we get to the point where we talk and it's like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. That's okay too.
That's totally okay.
But let's talk about it. Maybe there's a reason you should be there, and maybe you want to get a booth. Maybe you're a rep group, or you're a digital marketing company, or you're whatever it might be. This is a diverse type of thing here. We were just talking about Home Depot. And how if anyone has a connection at Home Depot, like send them our way. Home Depot will be a great vendor to have there. Who knows what we can do to connect. Home Depots are everywhere. Our technicians utilize Home Depot for various things throughout the days and weeks. That would be a great vendor. But there's a lot of different interesting ways that we could bring different people into this to connect, because as we grow, you need these connections, and you need to we need to open our eyes to new things and not be so close-minded. So yeah.
Home Depot, Lowe's,
sure. Absolutely. And so fedcon.com, get on over there. We have some pretty tentative agenda there at this point.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid agenda right now.
We're just really right now we're just working on these panels and getting these panels together. We are working every day, talking to different people every day, and so love to talk with you guys at MOPSI. Would love it. If you're going to be there, maybe we have dinner, maybe we have a drink, maybe we have a coffee. You let me know. We're pretty wide open, quite honestly.
And Jason Hartman says, I won't be at MOPSI, but keep on the lookout for our sales manager. I will send him by.
Well, Jason, I'm still waiting to see your ticket come through for FedCon, because you need to be there. You need to be there, sir. And maybe he would even be good on a panel, on the panel for the content.
And Jason, we'll talk about snowboarding.
So how do we get you there? How do we get American Panel and you on board? You've been such a great supporter. We appreciate you. We'd love to have you there. Maybe we can make something happen. And again, I think you might have a great fit on that content panel, and leveraging how to leverage content for business and everything, because you really have some great insight from all the things that we talk about. So man. So I'm going to jump into one other thing before we go. Because we want to keep bringing value, Lisa.
Of course.
We want to drive value to the people that are dedicating their time to continue to join us here on Fired Up. So a little bit more from this book.
Jason says, call me out. I will get on it.
Listen, I got to do it. I'm up against the clock, and I'm nervous here, Jason. I need quality people that get it in the room, and we appreciate you. So, and listen, if you can't, I understand. There's always going to be another thing coming around the bend. But we'll also won't forgive you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We do hold grudges here at Fed.
No.
They know, the people know I'm joking. So I wanted to touch on something digital media wise, right? We're talking all kinds of stuff here, but the Fed group and everything obviously is digital marketing and branding. We want to get people excited to do it. This right here, less promotion, more interaction. And this is kind of don't sell, tell, right? Tell your story. Talk more about the people in your company. Talk more about what you have going on, and stop driving these sales ads down people's throats. Nobody cares. Do you care? Are you scrolling past all these stupid ads? I mean, if it's not something of value, you're going to keep going. I mean, I understand there's a place for the crazy, pranks that are on there, and you're looking, but that's a different kind of thing you're scrolling through, right? If you're just putting out sponsored ads or just regular things in your feed, that's like, hey, check out our fryer model 1743, and nobody's looking at that. I hate to break that to you, but nobody's looking at it. I mean, listen, if you're getting bites on that, let me know. But we're not getting any bites on that stuff. The stuff that we get bites on are the things that are much more heartfelt, much more real, tangible. For instance, the 4 reasons why you need to be a Malachy Cares technician.
Yeah.
That got some great traction. I mean, I got a lot of messages. We got a lot of feedback on that. And I really think that attracted a couple of people. I really do. So less promotion, more interaction. If you're old enough to remember those Billy Mays commercials, do you remember those Billy Mays commercials as seen on TV?
Yes.
Products in the US, then you'll understand where I'm going with this. Social media is the new infomercial. Everywhere you turn, you're being sold a dream or an illusion of wealth, whether it's going to Facebook to see a marketer advertise his overpriced exclusive masterclass or Ty Lopez teaching you the steps to growing infinite wealth. That's not content, it's noise. There's a lot of noise on social media, and people are smart. Consumers are smart. They're just not interested in being sold to on a daily basis. I don't want to be sold to. It annoys me.
Oh,
I mean, it annoys me to no end. I mean, to the fact that I'm these LinkedIn things, and I'm like, I see somebody connect with me, and I'm like, I'm going to accept this, but please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. 13 seconds later, message in my inbox, they let me down.
Yep.
Hey, Rich, really love your content, man. I'd love to get 20 minutes with you so I could sell you my new software on this, and I don't know you. I don't know your company. Why am I going to just get on a 20-minute call with you?
I also get the strangest messages about things that are completely unrelated to me. I think people try to DM me and sell me like floor cleaners and things, heavy machinery. And I'm like, who do you think I am? Or who are you trying to target in terms of your audience?
Yeah. And sometimes I'll just respond back. I'm like, does this ever work for you? And they don't. Then they don't say nothing back.
I do like when you personally comment back on people who try spamming on your posts.
Oh yeah.
To sell you stuff.
Yeah, like they're like, promo this on here. I'm like, get help. But so we understand sales are an important metric for any business, but I also know that if I use social media as a platform to continually promote myself or business, nobody would care or pay attention. And the reason is, if it's all about you, nobody's gonna care. When you're doing this thing, you got to make it about them. Can't always be self-promotion. Look at us. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. People don't care. First, you got to make them care. You got to make them care before they start caring about the stuff that you're doing. You got to bring value. You got to bring something to the table. That's what we talked about. Lisa was like, listen, you brought it up. Like, we got to drive more value.
Yeah,
and we do, because it's easy to get away from it all and promote. But we got to bring more value to the people.
Well, yeah.
And that's what I set out to do.
Like you're saying, and total transparency, you and I have honest conversations. And yeah, on Monday, I was like, Rich, people are getting tired of seeing you. Let's give them some more value.
Yeah.
or
it's
actually,
true.
As Taz says right here, Rich, I noticed we are connected to several people in the industry. Let me know if you are interested in our certified courses.
Exactly. Yeah, sign me up. What is it? $8,000? I'll do it.
Yeah.
And you got to find your audience, right? You got to find your audience while you're doing all this stuff. And it's not easy. Okay. This is not something you could do for 30 days and say, it's not working. Of course it ain't working. You haven't been doing it for but 3 seconds. 30 days might as well be 3 seconds. You got to commit to the next 30 years, 40 years. That's what you got to commit to. And then you're going to get to know your audience. You got to establish your audience. Then you can think about sales. I think, 4 years in, I really don't ask anybody for anything. The only time I've asked anyone for anything is for FedCon. Honestly, I'm asking them to get tickets and get there. Other than that, I won't ask you for anything until we get the Fed membership, and then I'm going to ask you to join Fed. But I wholeheartedly believe that we have we're bringing tremendous value at the conference, and I will wholeheartedly believe that there's going to be tremendous value in the Fed membership. If I didn't think so, I wouldn't put my name on it. I wouldn't tell you to come and be part of it. So, it's going to be great. And to finish off, people have the same amount of control and access as brands do to spread the word on social media, and you can leverage that fact to your advantage. Don't waste away the opportunity just because these conversations don't offer instant ROI. And that's how I want to end it, because that's the biggest thing that I have had over the years. What's the ROI? What's the ROI? You're seeing the ROI right now. You're seeing it. We have people here watching. We have people here in interacting. It's not always about the dollar in your bank account, okay? There's connections and there's business transactions that have happened that are going to continue to develop. The ROI is in the consistency you put out every day. If you're not consistent and the next guy is in your market, watch out. He's coming for you. She's coming for you. So that ROI is going to come over time, and it might take a year. It might take 4 years. It might take 8 years, but you have to be consistent and enjoy the journey while you're doing it. Because this is all about the connections that turn into friendships, that turn into real life stuff. And you never, ever know what opportunity lies around that bend by putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, and telling your story every day. I'm going to leave with that. Anything else over there?
Nope.
All quiet on the home front?
Quiet on the front.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to do some things here before I get out of here and head down Long Island.
So now you're from the South heading to Long Island?
That's right, Lisa. You're damn right. We'll see you, Mopsy, next week. I'm going to look to do another live again tomorrow.
Sure.
I should be back in Jersey for the afternoon. So we'll look to do another one tomorrow afternoon, 2-3 o'clock maybe.
All right.
And then we'll do another one on Friday.
Sure.
And we're getting consistent again. I'm loving it. Go to fedcon.com, get your tickets. Let's talk sponsorship. Let's get you there. Ground floor of something major that's being built. Be a part of it. Appreciate you every day. Stay fired up. Make the rest of this day count. See you tomorrow.